Welcome back into the Sporting News Studio. I'm Stephen Levine. This is Tom Vandervoort. And Tim Tebow, you've heard of him, right?
I have.
Tim Tebow says, after football, I'm not going to rule out a career in politics. Look, it worked for Heath Shuler. It worked for Steve Largent. Worked for J.C. Watts. Why not Tim Tebow?
Why not? I mean, I think it's an obvious move, actually, when you get right down to it, because Tim Tebow is already a polarizing figure. Right?
There's nothing more polarizing than politics.
He's got his lovers and he's got his haters. And so he's very used to being in the public eye. He's very used to having a constituency, and he's used to the celebrity. He would be an immediate celebrity politician, attract a lot of attention. Now, with that that's a whole different world. So you're going to have to adapt to that different world. But is he a leader? I think he pretty much is. Does he have people who feel a strong connection with him? Yes. He also has people who feel like maybe they don't resonate with him and they don't kind of believe in him. But that's part of politics too. So actually, Tim Tebow in politics, that wouldn't shock me at all.
Well, especially in this day and age where celebrity and politics get conflated, and perhaps, you don't need to have been a political scientist or an attorney or somebody who's come up through the ranks to have a successful career in politics. You kind of just have to be well known to start.
Well, and the thing of it is that what he's got is something that Steve Largent or J.C. Watts or Heath Shuler, or even if you go back a little further, Jack Kemp, former sports stars in politics.
Hey, how about Bradley?
Right, Bill Bradley's a great example. And maybe Bill Bradley is not exactly like Tim Tebow, but he was a very, very well-known athlete, more well-known, I think, really than any of those other guys, although
Largent, I would say.
A pretty good player.
Yeah.
But Bill Bradley was a stratospheric star in basketball. He's already used to the hard part of politics. If Tim Tebow had to go out and raise money for a political campaign, I don't think there would be much of a problem.
I don't think there would be much of a problem.
And so I think, he's kind of got if that's what he wants to do, he has the personal resources to make that happen.
Look, how many times have we seen people get elected because they come back war heroes, right? May not have had a career in politics, may not have gone through the traditional route, or they, for some other reason, become well known or have some sort of celebrity. I mean, Jack Kennedy, one of his first election, he ran as a war hero.
When he was.
And he was, PT 109. So is that, I don't mean to conflate sort of being a war hero with being a football player, but we're talking about the celebrity aspect of politics. And Tim Tebow, he's got instant name recognition. That's a huge part of politics. Do you recognize that name on the ballot, and do you have an affinity for that name on the ballot?
Yeah, and he wouldn't be second string.
He would not be second string.
Of course, once you get into
office...
Unless
he was like vice president, and then he would be second string.
Tim Tebow would never be vice president.
Lieutenant governor.
Exactly.
All right. For Tom Vandervoort, I'm Stephen Levine. Thanks for watching.